Guys, hello everyone. I hope you are doing fine from wherever you are in the world. On my side, I am doing fine. And if you are seeing this face for the first time, I am the countryside jewel. I do village lifestyle in Kenya, Africa, in a place called Hembu County, in one of the villages in Hembu County. And if you are still new here, I was staying in the city and I decided to relocate in the village to start a self-sufficient life in the village, and I've been transforming my home since last year 2024 November. That is when I relocated in the village and started a new life here in the village, and I've been transforming my home and doing farming because, as I always tell my subscribers, I really love farming and gardening and everything that concerns farming. I love it a lot. And guys, if you have not subscribed yet, please subscribe to my YouTube channel, guys. Please subscribe, guys. Help me reach 1k subscribers. I'm a road to 1k subscribers, and I know by the help of you guys I'm going to achieve that. After subscribing, like, comment and share, and you can press the notification bell to get notified anytime I post a video. And as you can see from my background, guys, I have been seriously doing some farming here in the village since I relocated, and this is the second season after relocating. The first one, it was in the rains were raining around October, November, and December, and that is the time when I had arrived in the village, and I had not planned on what to do on the kitchen garden, so I had just planted some maize beans, and they were not looking good as I expected because I think the garden needed some manure, and after I harvested those ones, I applied manure on the garden, and since that time, you can see, guys, the crops and the vegetables have been doing fine. Even the purpose that I planted, they have been doing better, and I feel good as a person who loves farming, guys. So guys, today there is a space there which I left. I did not manage to finish the whole portion yesterday because I was removing the weeds in the evening. Then it became late. Then I stopped, and just a small portion which I want to finish today. Then I go ahead with the other chores. You know, guys, in the village, you have to be active so that you can achieve whatever brought you in the village. And I'm always very active. For me, this garden, I always find joy in gardening here. Because the garden is not that big, I can manage to do the weeding on my own. Even planting, I planted it on my own for the new subscribers. And guys, thank you so much for subscribing. I'm seeing new subscribers in my channel. I'm very grateful. Thank you. And please like the video. After watching, make sure you like. Please, guys, like to help my channel to grow. So guys, let us start the day. I have covered my hair. You know, guys, when you are doing the weeding, some dust tend to come from the soil, and you may end up distracting your hair from looking beautiful. And guys, this is the remaining part. This is the area with the cabbages. But guys, for the cabbages, they did not turn out so well as I expected. But for the kales, they turned out good. And then for the spring onions and the terere, they have turned out so well. But for the cabbages, for me, I never expected them to turn out this way, but they are better because I harvest some few. I think I'll harvest some 5 to 6 cabbages one day. And then for the spinach, I won't say they have not turned out so well because there are some, but they have not turned out like the kales. But for the areas which did not turn out so well, I just replaced the spinach. Guys, spinach is one vegetable which is for me, and even in this area, planting the spinach and then it turns out so well, it is always a struggle. But because of the termites tend to disappoint the farmers in terms of the vegetables, but they don't attack the maize. You can see, guys, how the maize have grown so well, even in that part where I've planted maize, the whole part. But for the area with the spinach, imagine, guys, I realized there were some termites. Let me show you guys. But for the potatoes, they have grown so well. And I know, guys, imagine that section I can harvest one sack of the potatoes. For them, I am not complaining. Even for the tomatoes, they are quite good. I can't complain. But for the cabbages and the spinach, they have not turned out the way I expected. But it is life. We keep on trying. So I'll try to replace the ones which have not turned out well in another day. For these ones, there was a hole of termites around here. It's what I'm trying to look for, so I can show you guys how the termites are discouraging. There was a hole, a very big hole here. Maybe I use a panga to show you where it is, and it is affecting the spinach a lot. Around here, then it is this one, guys. This one is a termite hole, and this is the area I've planted the spinach, and they have not done so well, if I may say, because the whole area is not filled up to capacity on the seedlings which I planted. And I think what is causing that is these termites, and I love to find a solution for the termites because they are discouraging a lot. The only affected area is the area with the spinach. I have not seen any where there is termite around here in the garden except the area with the spinach. And I'll look for a way what I can do to solve that problem, because it is not encouraging at all. It is not encouraging at all, but I'm going to look for ways on how I can do that. So, guys, let me remove these weeds, a very small part, and then they are only in the pathway, this pathway, and then this one, then under the trees where I've planted. So for the area with the potatoes, you know, guys, I can't remove the weeds with a djembe. I'll just uproot the uh, places which I see they have some weeds to at least for the area to match with the area which I've done weeding. You can see now the garden is a bit clean. So I want to uproot the weeds one by one. They are not a lot, they are just a few. The cowpeas that I planted just the other day, imagine guys, have realized that they are big enough for harvesting, and I'm very happy because for since I harvested the kales, I've been harvesting few vegetables here and there in the garden, and you know guys, it feels so good when you are not buying something. Uh, you remember for the kales, I just harvested some, just 3 lines. Then the other part I never harvested. I can, after harvesting the cowpeas, I can mix the cowpeas and the vegetables if I need. And there is this terere which I don't know. I think it planted itself there. Some seeds fell there. Then it planted itself there. how the cowpeas have grown. They are so big, and I've never harvested them since I planted. So I think today I can have a taste of them and check on how they are tasting. And guys, this is the variety of bean that I told you that we normally cook here. We mix them with mokimo, and I just planted it the other day and look how big it is. So there is this line with the cowpeas. I want to harvest them for the first time. This is the joy of living in the countryside. If I had to buy this vegetable and support them with a very good amount, but now I'm just harvesting them from my kitchen garden, and life feels better. I've also realized that the beans, for the beans, I never planted them. They are the beans which fell on the soil when I was harvesting. And you remember, I was harvesting the beans when the garden was looking very bad. It had a lot of weeds. So some beans fell on the ground and they replanted themselves. You can see they have started producing some beans. And I know very soon I'm going to harvest some. These are the yellow beans variety, and it is the best around here in Kenya. The best beef. These are beans, and these are cassava. That is how it is. The pruning. And guys, you remember I told you that this tree had been affected by some worms, but the day that I burnt some waste there, I don't know, and then I burnt some. The two which were remaining, I've never spotted them again. I think they just disappeared on their own. But I'm always careful when I'm around here because the worm could have hidden itself somewhere. And it is a very risky one when it touches your skin. So this whole section, I planted the cowpeas and I mixed with the pawpaw, the pumpkin, just a few of them. my channel, I planted these arrowroot first when I relocated. These were the first, among the first crops which I planted after relocating, and I've never harvested them since that time. I've been doing some weeding, uh, and I told you guys I never practiced agriculture in school. I just have passion for agriculture. So I don't know which is the right period for someone to harvest the arrowroot after planting. I think I'll do some research and then harvest them if they are ready, because you can see some of them are very big. They have very big leaves. I've also been using them. It's not that they are not functional. I've been plucking the leaves. Their leaves are very good for cooking a traditional food in Kenya that we call mukimo. Mukimo is mashed potatoes. You can mix potatoes and raw bananas, and then add some cereals like beans and maize. That is, and then you can add these leaves or pumpkin leaves if you like. So they have been functional. I'll check if they are ready. Then you are going to harvest with you guys. And some weeds have grown around them. You know, guys, in Kenya it is raining, so leaves are growing very fast even when you do the weeding. And sometimes I do the weeding with the jembe, and other times I just uproot the weeds, and it feels very satisfying. And you can see for this one is a vegetable. You know, guys, the seeds came with the manure that I've been buying, and I don't uproot them whenever I spot them, because it's a vegetable that I normally use in my home. Even this one, these are planted themselves, and some seeds came with the manure. You can see how this arrowroot is very big, and in my thoughts I think it is ready for harvesting. Even this one is quite big, and then this one, these are the biggest ones.